What's up guys, just Messi here, welcome to a brand new video. Welcome to a new video today discussing some potential new players coming to FIFA 17 Ultimate Team. I'm going to say it from the start, this is going to be part number one, probably of multiple, because I've got so many players to cover, but I'm going to do them in more detail than if I was to say put like 20 or 25 players in one video. So before you get any further guys, as always, if you can smash 1,500 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're to my channel, click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and in the comments below, let me know what player you're looking forward to using the most on FIFA 17. And if you missed today's first video, down below in that description box guys, go check it out. It's an 8 AM upload of transfers. Remember, 8 AM is transfers, 9 to 10 PM is the second video of the day or just after football. These are not player predictions, in fact they're taken straight from the head-to-head database. They're technically on FIFA 16, all these players included in this video today. Actually no, one isn't, but most of them, they have stats on head-to-head, which means I've kind of got a bit of an indication to what they could be like on FIFA 17. One or two of them have been adjusted slightly because I think they should be higher, and the others, if I've not seen them, I have not changed them at all. So let's start off then with Ousmane Demb&e of Borussia Dortmund, who transferred there this summer from Stade Rennes. So this guy, he absolutely killed it last season for Stade Rennes. 29 games, 12 goals and 5 assists from the wing. Well, technically he's played left wing, right wing and centre track midfielder, but in general, I think he'll be a right mid on FIFA 17 because I think that's where he'll be playing for Borussia Dortmund. He could potentially be a cam, depends what they do with like Emre Mor and stuff. So he was born in just 1997. He's 5'10", high medium work rates. He's left footed, but he can take corners and that was right. That's how like double footed he is. He's even said in an interview himself, 5-star week for 4-star skill moves. Could be an absolute cheap beast. It's a really impressive return in terms of goals and assists as well. So he's a massive talent. He could be right mid, left mid or cam, as he has played all three. His weakness skill moves, like they could make him next level good. If he's a cam in particular, could be so broken. He'll be very good for hybrids. I know we currently already have the likes of Frank Ribery and also Kingsley Coman, but in general, I mean, they need more French players in that league, and obviously it adds to that number. And finally, from cam last season for Stade Rennes, 6 games, 7 goals and 2 assists. But now we move on to the second player, and that is going to be Gianluigi Donnarumma of AC Milan. This guy is 17 years old, and he's not going to be in the game just because he's like on the bench. He's actually a starter for them now. So he was born in 1999. He's 6'5", acrobatic save technique right now on head-to-head, right footed, 3-star weak foot and obviously 1-star skill moves. But for a silver goalkeeper, just 73 rated, this guy looks absolutely awesome. 78 diving, 80 reflexes, 74 kicking and 70 positioning. There are his exact stats right now on head-to-head. Obviously, for career mode players, he'll be great as well because he already has them stats right now in career mode. So this guy played 31 games last season for AC Milan, and at the age of 17, he was 16 when he first came into the frame, and he kept 11 clean sheets. A clean sheet every just under 1 in 3 games is so good, especially for someone like that. He conceded 30 goals in them 31 games and got 3 yellow cards to his name. So this guy, again, for career mode users, will be an absolute treat because I imagine he'll be very expensive, but if you do get him, his potential will go through the roof. He could have one hell of a career ahead of him because at this age right now, if he's breaking through into that main Milan team, if you give it, say, 3 or 4 years, he could well be the next player that steps up for Gianluigi Buffon. That would be insane. And if he played until the age of Gianluigi Buffon right now, he'd be able to probably play about 4 World Cups, which is mental to think of. Potentially 5, depends how long he plays for. Now we're going to the player number 3, and that's going to be Gabriel Jesus. This guy features a hell of a lot in my transfer videos, and I'll talk about that in a second why. So he currently plays for Palmeiras, I think it is, in the Liga do Brasil. 1997 is his birth year. 5'9", high medium work rates, 4-star skill moves, and 4-star weak foot. As of right now on head-to-head, he's a 72 rated left wing with 85 pace, 80 dribbling, 69 shot, and 65 passing. Again, he will be on head-to-head. You can use these players on kickoff if you do want to try them. So his numbers this season look like this, and 15 games played, 12 goals and 1 assist with 2 yellow cards, and that's actually mixed between the Liga do Brasil and also the Copa Libertadores, whatever it's called. I think the Liga do Brasil is currently halfway through because if I'm correct, it has a completely different schedule kind of thing to the likes of the Barclays Premier League or the Bundesliga. He's very likely to be there at another club and not Palmeiras. The likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man City, Man United and Inter Milan, they're all apparently ready to trigger that release clause in his contract, which is apparently £24 million or something around that mark. He's currently actually, like I said, 72 rated, but as a left wing on head-to-head, he technically should be a 75 with those stats, and that's like completely worked out legit, and he should technically or could technically be a gold. It's not all that bad though if he stays as a silver, because if he does, he's a great player, but it'd be even better in the likes of the Premier League or the Liga BBVA or something like that. He can play right wing, cam or striker according to transfer market, and also on top of this, the guy's got flair trait in game as well as tries to beat defensive line. Next up, we've got one player that signed for Liverpool back in January, and that is going to be Marko Gruji&c, the Serbian central midfielder. So this guy, I'm not going to say I've watched him a lot. I've only seen a couple of videos on YouTube, and it's not enough to really give him any stats, so I can't really judge him. But I have got something to read to you in a moment that kind of explains what he's like according to like a Serbian journalist or something. So 6'3", I've given him medium work rates and right footed, but apparently he's very good with both feet. On Transfer Market, where it says what foot he is, it says both. So I'm assuming he could potentially have 4 or 5 star weak foot, which would be a pretty cool addition, potentially to a silver card. Last season he played 30 games, getting 6 goals and 7 assists with 4 yellow cards from that centre midfield role. Can play cam and sometimes CDM, but apparently he's very similar to Nemanja Matic. That is what the article reads at least. So first up, we signed him from Red Star Belgrade and we loaned him back to them in January. And let's get now on to apparently what he plays like. So the style of play says standing at 6'3". Grujić has been described as a tall, rangy, comfortable on the ball player with a very good range of passing. He has been dubbed as a new Nemanja Matic, and that's because of his looks for one, and also because he's a Serbian centre defensive mid / centre midfielder. So that's one thing to look at. Again, I'm not going to base it just off that until we've finally seen him. He could be 5-star weak foot, which again would be sick. It does also say quick to reach both penalty areas without ever seeming to be reaching top speed. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what he can offer, especially throughout pre-season, because he's already back with the team now as the players return today. And in fact, on his shorts, it said number 37, which is Martin Skirtle's number. And now we go on to Christian Pulisic. This is a player, again, I haven't seen too much of, but I'm fully aware what he's kind of offered in little cameo appearances for Dortmund. He's born in 1998, he's 5'8", medium work rates, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, and on a head-to-head right now, he looks god-awful, just 65 rated with 80 pace and 73 dribbling. Last season he played 12 games, he did play a lot more, but in a youth league I think it was, getting 2 goals though for Borussia Dortmund and 1 yellow card. So if I'm correct, there's not many minutes involved in that, but still, they're good cameo appearances like I mentioned. I expect a large upgrade from what he's currently got on head-to-head right now. I think he made his USA debut at the Copa America, playing just 1 game I think it was, and people on Twitter when I asked about him said he should or could potentially have 4-star skill moves and more pace and dribbling. And Borussia Dortmund will have 3 new players, including obviously Pulisic, Dembele and also Emre Moore, who will be in the next episode. So now we go on to Marcus Rashford of Manchester United. I'm going to say it from the start, I think he will be a 70. I've seen people predict him as like a 79 or an 80, which I think is completely out of proportion, because remember, Harry Kane scored 21 goals the season before, and I think he got a 78 rated card or something. I do rate Marcus Rashford very highly, and right now on head-to-head he's only a 69 rated card, so I've technically given him an upgrade. So I've given him 86 pace, 70 shot, 77 dribbling, and 63 physical as the highest stats in his card. He's currently on head-to-head, he's obviously 5'11", high medium work rates, 3-star skill moves, and 3-star weak foot. So last season for United, he played 18 games, getting 8 goals and 2 assists to his name, which is fantastic of a player of that age. I mean, he made an instant impact. I think he scored 2 goals potentially on his debut in the Europa League, and he also scored against Arsenal on his BPL debut. And he also scored on his England debut as well, I think it was against Australia. So this guy didn't have a bad year. He hasn't looked out of place whatsoever for club or country when he made appearances for England. And also the one thing I really like him for, he's not scared to run at players. If he keeps this up, he'll definitely get a winter upgrade, potentially to a very low rated gold, or potentially like to a 74 like they tend to do. And it's going to be an awesome hyped up card on FIFA 17, and one I'm looking forward to using. He could well be a 72 or a 73, but I think that is probably the max they'll go to, because he's a great player, don't get me wrong, but he's very young, still very raw, and they probably won't want to overrate him from the start. And finally, we move on to a player I absolutely raved about yesterday, and that is going to be Renato Sanches of Bayern Munich now. Of course, he joined from Benfica this summer, so he went for a massive fee. There's a lot of pressure on him, but I think he'll thrive on it. He was born in 1997 as well. He's 5'9", high work rates, right foot, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. On a head-to-head, look at them card stats. He's just 76 rated with them stats. I won't talk about his card too much because again, he was in yesterday's video, but 85 pace and 86 physical and every other stat looking pretty damn decent on a 76 rated card. Happy days. And for Benfica last season, he played 35 games, getting 2 goals and 1 assist and 6 yellow cards and 1 red, I think, towards the end of the season. So he's got a bit of aggression about him. And yesterday's stats are a little bit wrong because I did include youth appearances. This guy has everything in front of him. He just has to touch up on a few raw areas of his game, like decision making, but that will come in time because again, I think he's 18 years old, and with coaching from Carlo Ancelotti, this guy could be a world beater. He could have 4-star skill moves, and yesterday again, I did get the stats kind of wrong because I said he scored 6 goals, but 4 of them goals were in particular in youth leagues. And finally, he'll be fantastic for hybrids because the links to Bayern Munich players, of course, but Portuguese is quite a rare nation in the Bundesliga. So guys, that's going to be the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button. 1,500 likes would be absolutely awesome. If you're to my channel, click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content. In the comments below, let me players I shoot in the next episode, the likes of Emre Moore and stuff. They will be covered eventually. And if you missed today's first video, down below in that description box, guys. 8 a.m. transfers, 9 to 10 p.m. or after the football will be the second video of the day. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.